In a cozy little town, nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river, lived a little girl named Lily. Lily had a heart as bright as her sunflower yellow dress and a smile that could melt the winter snow. She loved her town, she loved her family, and most of all, she loved helping. Whether it was watering her mum's flowers, helping her dad bake cookies, or carrying a neighbor's groceries. Lily believed that even the smallest act of kindness could make a big difference. One sunny afternoon, while skipping home from school, Lily noticed someone she had never seen before. Sitting on a park bench, with his head in his hands, was an old man. His clothes were worn, and his shoulders were slumped, as if carrying a heavy weight. He looked sad and tired, and something about him made Lily's cheerful heart feel a little heavy too. She remembered her grandma always saying, "A stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet." So, with a deep breath and a brave heart, she walked over to the bench. "Hello," she said in her small, sweet voice. "Are you all right, sir?" The old man looked up, surprised. His eyes were clouded with worry, and his face was etched with lines of hardship. He hadn't expected anyone to notice him, let alone a little girl. He managed a weak smile. "Hello, little one. I'm just a bit lost." Lily sat down beside him, leaving a respectful space between them. "Lost. My dad says everyone gets a little lost sometimes. He says the important thing is to find your way back." The old man, whose name was Arthur, chuckled softly. "Your dad sounds like a wise man." He sighed. "It's not that I don't know where I am. I'm lost in a different way. I came to this town to find work, but I haven't had any luck. My savings are gone, and I don't have a place to stay tonight. I don't know what to do." As he spoke, Lily saw a single tear roll down his weathered cheek. Her heart ached for him. She couldn't imagine being all alone with nowhere to go. Without a second thought, Lily reached into her little backpack. She pulled out the apple her mum had packed for her snack, and the sandwich she had unfinished at lunch. She held them out to Arthur here. She said, "You must be hungry. It's not much, but it's what I have." Arthur stared at the food, then at Lily's earnest face. His eyes welled up again, but this time it was with gratitude. "Thank you," he whispered, his voice thick with emotion. "Thank you, dear child. You are very kind." As he ate, Lily told him all about her town. She told him about Mr. Henderson's bakery, which made the best cinnamon rolls, and how Mrs. Gable was always looking for someone to help in her garden. She chattered on her innocent voice, a comforting melody to Arthur's weary soul. She wasn't just giving him food, she was giving him hope. She was treating him like a person, not a problem. Suddenly, Lily had an idea. "Wait here," she exclaimed, and before Arthur could respond, she dashed off. She ran straight to her house, her little legs pumping as fast as they could. She burst through the door, calling for her parents. She explained the situation, her words tumbling out in a rush of concern and compassion. Her parents listened patiently. They had always encouraged Lily's kind spirit, and seeing it in action filled them with pride. They trusted their daughter's judgment. Lily's father, a kind and sturdy man, grabbed his jacket. "Let's go meet this gentleman," he said. Lily led her dad back to the park where Arthur was finishing the last bite of the sandwich. When he saw Lily returning with her father, a flicker of fear crossed his face. But Lily's dad approached with a warm, open smile. "Hello," he said, extending his hand. "I'm Tom, Lily's father. My daughter tells me you're in a bit of a tight spot." Arthur shook Tom's hand, relieved by his friendly demeanor. "I am," he admitted. "My name is Arthur, your daughter. She's a little angel." Tom smiled. "She has a good heart. Listen, Arthur, we have a spare room above our garage. It's simple, but it's warm and dry. You're welcome to stay there for a few nights while you get back on your feet." Arthur was stunned into silence. He couldn't believe the generosity of these strangers. I don't know what to say. I can't possibly repay you." "Nonsense," Tom replied. "Just pay it forward when you can. That's all the payment we need." That evening, for the first time in a long while, Arthur slept in a comfortable bed. The next morning, Lily's mum made a big breakfast, and the family sat with Arthur, listening to his stories. They learned he was a skilled carpenter who had fallen on hard times after his wife passed away and his old workshop closed down. Remembering what Lily had said, Tom made a call to his friend, Mr. Henderson, the baker. It turned out the bakery had a broken shelf and a wobbly counter that needed fixing. Tom recommended Arthur for the job. Arthur, grateful for the opportunity, went to the bakery that very day. Mr. Henderson was so impressed with his meticulous work and craftsmanship that he not only paid him well, but also mentioned that the old community hall was looking for someone to do major renovations. One small job led to another. Arthur's reputation as a talented and honest carpenter quickly spread throughout the town. He was never short of work again. He eventually saved enough money to rent a small cottage of his own, complete with a workshop in the back. He became a beloved member of the community, always ready to lend a hand, just as Lily and her family had done for him. Arthur never forgot the little girl who had approached him on that park bench. He often visited Lily and her family, bringing them freshly baked bread from the bakery or a beautifully carved wooden toy for Lily. He would always look at her and say, "You changed my life. Lily, you saw me when no one else did." And Lily, who was still the same girl with a heart full of sunshine, would just smile and say, "I just shared my snack." She didn't fully understand the magnitude of her actions, but she knew that helping someone felt like the most natural thing in the world. The story of Lily and Arthur became a quiet legend in their small town, a gentle reminder that you never know how much a small act of kindness can mean. A shared sandwich, a listening ear, a moment of connection. These simple things can be the seeds from which a new life can grow. It shows us that compassion is a powerful force, and it doesn't require grand gestures. Sometimes all it takes is noticing the person on the bench and having the courage to say hello. It reminds us that within each of us, no matter how small, is the power to change a life for the better. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that we hope will brighten your day. See you next time.